So we'll start laying down on our backs in Shavasana. So if you have lower back tightness, knees bent, feet wide on the mat, like to the edges, and then just let your knees fall together, arms by your side. Or the more traditional, right? You could extend your legs, whatever feels good to you, and closing your eyes, taking a soft gaze, or staring at a spot that doesn't move. And arrive in your practice by taking deep inhales through the nose and deep exhales through the nose. Grounding, centering, letting go of anything, letting go of your dive tables, your dive planning, letting go of anything that might be on your mind, letting go of what may be going on later on today, focusing on your breathing, staying in the moment, and turning internal for the next several moments. And bringing your body back to awareness. Maybe opening your eyes, bringing your knees into your chest, and giving a nice squeeze, bringing your nose towards your knees, feeling release in the lower back, and then maybe rocking side to side, if that feels good. Or laying down on your mat and taking circles with the knees, just to warm up the lower back a bit. And reversing direction, letting the left leg go long, and then squeezing the right leg into the chest. Maybe nose to knee if it feels good, maybe rocking back and forth, any combination. And letting the right leg go long, left knee into the chest. Oh yeah. Maybe nose to knee, maybe not. So most of us have one side tighter than the other, and for me it's most definitely the left side. And coming to stillness, and both knees are bent, rolling over to your right or left side, coming up to a tabletop position. So from our tabletop, wrists are directly underneath shoulders, knees are directly underneath hips, and start with cat-cows. So for cow, inhaling, chin up, tail up, dropping the belly, feeling a nice stretch into that lower back. Exhale, chin to chest. Gaze to the belly button, arching your back like an angry cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And continuing, inhaling to cow. And exhaling to cat. With your own breath. Maybe it's faster, maybe it's slower, maybe you're stopping right about here to see if you can get the little pop in your lower back. Feels glorious. It's all good as long as it doesn't hurt. Like all yoga, if it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. This is your practice. Everything I'm saying is a suggestion. And a couple more. And then continuing to warm up our lower back. So you can just come straight down, bending your elbows, chin, chest to the mat, slide your feet back. And then coming onto your forearms, so elbows directly underneath your shoulders or further out in front for less sensation, right? You control the sensation. Engaging your glutes to protect the lower back and stretching here, stretching that lower back. Particularly, climbing in, jumping in, mostly climbing out with your weight belt and your tank. If you do it that way, can put some, or waiting to go in, having all that weight on you before you get into the water, can put some strain on the lower back. So limbering up's a pretty good idea. And crocodile pose, so one palm over the other, chin, or either cheek, just for a couple breaths here. Letting that work settle. Before we go to our counter pose, child pose. So palms directly under your shoulders. Push up through tabletop. Knees wide on the mat, big toes together, and then sitting back on your heels, arms out in front, forehead to the mat or a prop. Like if you don't have enough availability here, how about using a life vest? You could put your head on that. And so child's pose, you could also, for more sensation, bring your chin to the mat. Child's pose is our home base. Great place to come at any point in the practice when you need a break. Inhaling and exhaling. And back to table. Curling your toes under, sending your hips to the sky for your first downward facing dog. Knees are bent, and maybe pedaling out your dog. So hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width distance apart. Right. Trying to send your, again, we're still warming up, trying to get length in the spine, sending your sit bones, your hips towards the sky, coming to stillness, aligning your ears with your biceps. But again, I still have a healthy bend in my knees because that's what I need today. You do what you need to do. Maybe bringing your heels closer to the mat, only to the point of a nice healthy stretch, never ever strain. And looking up between your palms, stepping forward with the right foot, left knee onto the mat, palms onto your right thigh. Now, inching your right foot forward, and then keeping the right knee over the right ankle or thereabouts. Torso is vertical, and then feeling a nice opening in through the left hip flexor. And breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling for a couple breaths. And releasing both palms to the mat. I'm going to spin around to show the other side. Back to a downward facing dog or staying in tabletop. Maybe continue pedaling out your dog, maybe stillness. Think about lengthening the spine, sending your sit bones to the sky. Nice straight back. But if you have tight hamstrings like I do right now, still maintaining a healthy bend in the knees. Always to the point of a healthy stretch, never ever strain. And looking between the palms. Left foot steps, right knee onto the mat, palms on the left thigh. And again, coming forward with the left foot, keeping the left knee over the left ankle, feeling the opening into the right hip flexor now. Torso is vertical. Inhaling and exhaling for a couple more breaths. And both palms to the mat. Sending your hips to the sky for your third downward facing dog. And taking a couple breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing length into your spine. Sending those sit bones to the sky. Gently moving your heels towards the mat to the point of a nice healthy stretch. So inhale, right foot steps, left foot steps, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms to the sky, gaze straight ahead, palms apart, or looking up to join palms. And exhale, mountain. So inhale, left foot steps back from this perspective. So you're facing me. Arms out to the side. Right foot 90 degrees, back foot 5 degrees, back hand on the back hip. Inhale, exhale, hinge to the right palm to right shin. Pull that back hip open. Leaving your hand here, option to raise your arm to the sky. for triangle pose. Option, gaze straight ahead or into the raised palm, and breathing here. Deep inhales, deep exhales, feeling the complete opening through the left side as well as a nice stretch in through the upper hamstring. Inhaling and exhaling for a couple more breaths. Inhale all the way up, toes towards me, hands to your hips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward, palms to the mat or a prop. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, palms to the mat, aligning with the heels, bending your elbows, crowning your head towards the mat for wide leg forward fold or Prasarita Padottanasana. From here, feeling a stretch in the inner thigh as well as the back. Deep inhales through the nose and deep exhales through the nose. For another couple breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe cheating your toes in. And inhale, hands to hips, coming all the way up. Arms out to the side, ankles underneath wrists. Left foot 90 degrees, back foot 5 degrees. Back palm to the back hip. Inhale, exhale, fold towards the left side. Left palm to left shin. Pull the back hip open. Staying here, or option to raise that top arm to the sky into triangle pose on the left side. Gaze straight ahead or into the raised palm. And breathing. Deep inhales through the nose and deep exhales through the nose. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling all the way up. Palms towards me or feet towards me. Hands to your hips. Stepping to the top of your mat and taking a flow. Coming onto the mat. Inhale. Raising your arms overhead, gaze straight ahead, palms apart, or looking into joined palms. Baby back bend. Exhale, palms through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms to shins, thighs, back is straight. Exhale, bending your knees. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat, or lowering in a full push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, stepping through with the right or left and swinging your heels around. Hands behind your knees and coming onto your back. Into a lie down position with your knees bent, feet flat on the mat, arms by your side. So your heels, you can barely maybe touch the back of your heels with your fingers. And so from here, inhale, sending your hips to the sky for bridge pose. Option to interlace your fingers, rolling your shoulders underneath, pushing with your thighs, pushing your chest towards your chin for a nice back bend here. Inhaling and exhaling. Deep inhales and deep exhales here. Maybe closing your eyes, pushing with your thighs, feeling that extension in your back. And releasing the bind if you took it, and lowering one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Knees into chest, and giving yourself a little back massage. And upper hamstrings. So figure 4, so right ankle over left thigh. And if this is enough stretching into the upper hamstring on the right side, that's fine, stay here, or reach through the 4. And grasping the back of your knee, pulling your left leg towards your chest. Now, if you have pigeon pose in your practice, this is kind of the, feel free to take a pigeon. All right, this is easier to teach to online in particular. A little safer, a little easier to comprehend. But again, if pigeon's in your practice and you love it, go for it. And releasing. Left foot to the mat, right foot to the mat. Left leg, left ankle over right thigh, staying here or reaching through. Pulling the right knee into the chest and feeling glorious opening in through the left thigh, the left upper hamstring. Inhaling and exhaling. And release. Both feet to the mat. So from here, arms out to the side as a T, palms down, knees over the chest, and let both legs fall to the right. And gaze over the extended left arm, keeping the left shoulder blade on the mat. This is option one. Option two, extend the right leg, right palm to the outside. Say hi to people on YouTube. You're on YouTube. Hi. One of the vendors. And so pulling the right leg over to the left. Gaze over the extended left arm. And breathing. And inhale. Both knees over the chest, allowing the legs to fall to the left. Gaze over the right arm, or extend the left leg, left palm to the outside of the right, and pulling the right leg to the left. Gazes over the extended right arm. And again, keeping your right shoulder blade on the mat. The closer your knees into your chest, the more sensation you get. And again, you get to regulate all your own sensation. And release. And into your version of Shavasana. So either both feet long on the mat or bending your knees, legs wide on the mat, knees together. And take 5 minutes here.